Murder on the beat, so it's not nice.
Playtime mode is the big league. Go.
What's up, what's good? It's your boy Juju. Welcome to Ju2 Times TV. As you can tell by the title of the video, this will be a college 101 Q&A. We'll be getting into questions about your college experience, what to expect, what not to expect, what did you like, what did you dislike during your college experience. But as you can see, I have two guests with me, and these two guests played a very special role in my college career. Starting with K-Red. Kayla Redman, introduce yourself.
Like Juju said, I am K-Red. I am soon to be a 2023 graduate of MUW. Check me out next week. I am involved on pretty much everything on campus there is to be involved on. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the Omicron Epsilon chapter at the W Spring 22, number 6. And yeah, I met Juju my freshman year. We came in together. Linked through Dream United, met Jahan,
Bruh.
I met LaShawn. I met LaShawn freshman year as well in Dream United, and we biology major, so we just clicked. Oh, I forgot, I am a biology and chemistry double major.
Another guest we have is LaShawn Davidson. Please introduce yourself.
Well, I'm LaShawn Davidson. I am his link. So we crossed Spring 20 at the Omicron Alpha chapter at MUW. I graduated at MUW in Spring 21. I am a biology major as well, but I'm not a double major.
No, I wasn't that strong.
I ain't that smart.
I wasn't that strong.
You know what I'm saying? But still, I graduated in Spring 21. I am now in grad school at the W as well for teaching. I'm pursuing a career in dentistry, so y'all keep your fingers crossed for me as well on that. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
Soon to be dentist, we love to see you.
Soon to be dentist. One day.
Well, I guess I introduce myself. My name is Latadrian Maddox. I am a summer 2022 graduate of MUW. Like he said, I crossed Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Spring 20. I'm the big car of the line, the tail, big tail, not the little one. I start grad school in 2 weeks with Master's in Higher Education, so wish me luck with that. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. So we're gonna jump right into the questions. Y'all can choose whatever order y'all want.
I think we should take a shot before the questions.
Yeah.
Hey now,
I'm just
go little voice. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
What else did I see, guys?
Wait. Why you give me the one that I already pulled? I'm going for a little small one. Alright. There you go. You okay? You want to take the shot?
I wanted to take the shot.
Ooh, I'm done. Thank
Gotta
you.
watch that down, pal.
It's not bad.
All right.
It's actually smooth. It's good.
Yeah, it's smooth. I like that. That ain't Patron.
I love Patron. I don't like flavored alcohol.
That was Patron last night.
Not that stuff you bought the last shot we had. I don't know what that was. That was gasoline. Literally. What that was.
Not gasoline.
All right. So y'all can pick whatever order y'all want to go in.
All right.
Was your major, and why did you choose it?
I think you should go first.
Well, my major was biology. I chose biology because, like I said, I've always wanted to be a dentist, and for what I was told when I first went to college, they were like, okay, you need to major in something in science. So I went to Google and I was like, hey, what do dentists major in college? And biology was one of the first majors on that list. Chemistry was a major as well. But I was more keen to like science in K through 12. So I decided to go with just regular science major. So that's how I came upon biology. And I actually love biology. that's why I teach it now. So it stuck with me.
When you was, in college and you was telling me about those assignments and everything you had to do, I was like, yeah, that's definitely not my ministry.
Yeah.
Um,
It wasn't mine either, but I learned it.
yeah, this all there's to it. I did biology and chemistry. I started out just as a biology major with a chemistry minor. I chose biology because similar like LaShawn, I want to go be a doctor, I want to be a physician. So, everybody always say you gotta do something science related. That's pretty much where your prereq's gonna be to get into med school, into any professional school for that type of sort of thing. So I did biology with a chemistry minor. As an overachiever, I was taking so many college credit when it got to like junior and senior year. They was like, well, you can graduate early, but I was in the honors program, and they was like, well, you can't graduate early because you gotta finish some other stuff before you can graduate. So they was like, either take or double major. And my school was free, so I was like, if I'm gonna use these people's money, I might as well get 2 majors out of it. Right. So I ended up double majoring, which was nothing but like maybe 7, not even 7, maybe like 5 more classes than what I was already taking. So I was like, why not? So that's how I ended up on that course.
Well, my major when I graduated was public health education. So coming to college, nursing was a family career. So I chose to try to follow in those footsteps. So I went to nursing school, and 2 months into that, they said they go to clinical, change people, see blood, and y'all don't even like blood. I don't even know why I chose nursing.
Bruh.
So when I dropped out of nursing school, I was like, well, what major can I pick up quick just so I can get out of here as quick as possible? And public health education was one of them because I was already taking classes in that route anyways. So I chose that. But I also want to do higher education, so that's why I'm going back to grad school to do that. So, but I didn't want to teach, like students, like kids. No.
You're a strong one.
I couldn't do that. I love kids, but I could not stand in front of a classroom and teach them.
Honestly, it's not the teaching part, it's the discipline part that is like really hard, because we know our content, right? We go to school for it, but it's just getting over the discipline part. That's the hard part.
Yeah, because it's a different breed of kids.
Yeah.
We got our...
And I'm connected so much with kids now, it's kind of like I want to do peas.
I told you, peas where it's at.
Yeah.
Peas is where it's at. I can deal with other folks' kids for a short amount of time.
I'm saying short. You gotta continually send it back after.
Send it back. Yeah. The whole day for somebody else's child? Yeah, you're strong. Hour top. 2 hour mix. P. This is me.
Every season.
Yeah. Little checkups here and there.
All right. If you could change one thing about your college experience, what would it be and why?
I'll go first. My college experience, which I probably can't change because that was unforeseen. Probably COVID, like just how COVID affected everything. Because freshman year was lit. It was everything to do, like on campus, and then after COVID, during COVID, things got like a little hectic. The students who came in, they weren't the same students how we came in. COVID just affected a lot, like how people interact with each other. So that'd be something I'll change.
Everything came to a complete stop. Nothing in person. They had kicked us off campus at this point. I was like,
like if COVID was anything, COVID was the chance to find yourself and find out what you want to do in life and how you want to do it. Cause
it was definitely a blessing in disguise.
It was. Michelle?
I'm thinking.
That was kind of sort of my answer. But I got something else, I think.
Honestly, I think I would have went to a HBCU. And I only say that because, and I love the W. Love the W down. But I probably would have went to a HBCU because of how I connected with my black professors versus how I connected with my white professors. It was just totally different. Just me going to their office and asking them about whatever I could talk to them about, whether it was classwork, whether it was personal stuff, whether it was job stuff, whether it was like recommendation letters for whatever I needed recommendation letters for. They were just very helpful. at my PWI. So what if I had all black professors? I think that would have.
But this is sometimes the look of the draw. It's not guaranteed sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew for both. Like I had the same thought. Like, what if I had went to a HBCU? But me personally, I know myself, and I would not have been as successful as I am now if I had went to a HBCU. Because I stay up and party now. But if I was at HBCU and it's a party Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and try to be a biology major, that was a no-go.
That's what I'm after. The W taught me how to be an adult, because if I went to HBCU, how wild I was freshman year and being that wild at HBCU, I probably would have graduated.
I've been somebody's mama by now, just being honest. Let's just be honest about it.
Well, one thing that I would change, I would definitely say the strictness that we have on our campus when it comes to organizations, especially Greek life. I mean, we have a lot of restrictions. We have a lot of things we can't do, a lot of things we can't say. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to say too much on this video. Anyways, yeah. Next question. What advice would you give your past self prior to coming to college?
What would I tell myself?
Well, y'all don't have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, you look better.
The advice I would tell my past self is don't be as naive as you. Don't be naive at all. Don't.
But you can't help that when you're young. Like, you don't have any experience to get from anything. So it's gonna be like,
Put yourself first at all times. Yes. Of course, love people around you, but don't overdo it because it's only gonna mess you over in the end. Because the amount of times I could have looked after myself instead of looking after people that I don't even talk to at this point,
Yeah.
I would be at a different place in my life right now. So I would definitely say don't be as,
I would say sort of like to what you just said. I would tell myself take things with a stride. Like don't carry things on. Like you were there for 4 years. People come in your life. People leave out your life. It's not your fault how you interact with people and what kind of relationship you develop with these people. It's some things just for a season. Some things are just for a lesson. Like take the stuff with stride. If you still be with these people after your 4 years and life after, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine too. Like you just have to enjoy life and put yourself first, because like you don't get them days back. Like
at all.
you can't be worried about what somebody else do to you or say to
Go
you.
by quick.
Yeah,
If you blink too hard.
it is what it is.
well, I think what I would say is, and I think we're all saying the same, sort of like along the same lines, but like, be patient. There's going to be a whole lot of no's and some yeses too, but those no's are going to like build your character, build your integrity, help you in the future, sort of like get to where you're going to, where you want to be in life, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So definitely be patient. Everything's going to go the way that you want it to go. And also, you may find faith in knowing that, being your own clique might be your strongest attribute at times. Right. You may not think that, you go to college and you meet a whole bunch of friends, and I'm so thankful for the friends that I have met. But also, you are also on your journey alone. Like you are growing, you're oftentimes away from your family for the first time. So you're learning what you like and what you like to do. So I think definitely growing in yourself, growing and knowing what you got going on, what you want to do in life, who you want to be around, the type of person you want to be, the type of energy you want to carry around you, all of that stuff.
All right.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's going to be a couple of setbacks, a couple of failed tests, a couple of failed assignments, a couple of missed assignments, a couple of staying up to 11:59 on a dot. So, adjusting. So adjust.
I still stay up now in grad school at 11:59 on the dot writing papers, okay? So, yeah. That's a continual, bro. Continuous.
All right. Opinions on 8 a.m. classes. Would you recommend them to upcoming freshmen?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of person you are.
Right.
I had a couple of 8 o'clock classes at the beginning when I was a freshman, and it was a struggle to get there. But the W also does not have an attendance policy, right?
Some people do.
Some people do.
And after a while, we don't. After a certain time in the semester, it's
So look at your college's attendance policy and see what you can get away with. If you notice you get up at 10 or 9 every day, then an 8 o'clock class is not for you. You need to be trying to get an 11 o'clock. Start your day at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock or get some afternoon classes. But yeah, 8 o'clock classes, I had a couple. I made it through.
I'm a morning person, so I like to get my classes out the way so I can have my afternoon and evening to myself.
Me personally, I'm not no morning person, but like if the 8 o'clock class is the only time they offer the class, you really ain't got no choice. You just gonna have to figure your way around it. Like, I know I hate getting up in the morning, but if I know I got 8 o'clock class on Tuesday, I try to make sure I go to sleep early on Monday night so I can get up. But it didn't always work out for me because either I'm gonna be there early, I'm gonna be there late. You never gonna catch me on time if it's an 8 o'clock class.
What was something difficult that you overcame during your time at college? Ooh, child. Well, freshman year, I was part of roughly 3 organizations. And spring semester came around and interested me in flyer drop. So that semester was kind of rough mentally, trying to balance everything. So that's definitely something I overcame. And senior year, y'all. Senior year was crazy. I had 2 internships, 2 full-time jobs, and a full load. I don't know how I did it, but I got it done. So.
Something difficult that you.
Well, I would say, some time to think, I would say finances
What's that?
for me. Because really, when you
Broke college
a broke college student, you start from zero. Like you're starting from nothing. People don't tell you that.
Right.
Your parents say go to college, and they're going to support you in every way that they can.
Right.
But it's not until you on your own that you really understand what bills are, what saving is, what budgeting is. And I still struggle with it.
Right.
With a full-time job. So I think finances was my biggest struggle.
I got 2 things. First, friendships. Like,
Oh, child.
you meet people, you click.
Oh,
like,
no.
But people don't tell you, like, when you go to college, this is okay. So what people don't tell you is that, like, when you in college, that's a world of its own. Like, you live that lifestyle every day, whether you, like, want to or not. And you see the same people, especially on your small campus, you see them people every day. So if you fall out, especially if you fall out in a friend group, like, that mess up the whole dynamics. You have to see these people, like, that's something I had to overcome. Like, it's no hate for nobody. It's just, you gotta love people and support people from a distance.
You outgrow people.
You outgrow people. Like, and, that's something you just gotta learn in college. Like, you outgrow people. Something else was senior year. Like Juju said, senior year was hectic. Not because of the classes and everything I had to do. It was more so of the finances. Applying. What people don't tell you is it's expensive applying for grad school. It's expensive to take tests like your MCAT, your GRE, all that.
How much is your MCAT?
MCAT was $325. Yeah, $325. People don't tell you that.
Yeah, my rent, baby.
Then used to be like medical school applications. That's $180 plus the secondary application, which is another $100. Like, it's expensive, and people don't tell you that graduation pictures.
And don't make the score that you don't want to make. You gotta repay for the test.
Yeah, like people don't let you. Like, luckily for me, I had some money saved up, but I spent more money this year than I was wanting to and expecting to. Especially like me, I go all out. So like, spend $230 on a photo shoot. That's just for the photo shoot. That's not including the hair, the outfits, the nails,
and that's like big Greek, so we won't paraphernalia in there. So
your pictures look good though.
Right.
Like, it's expensive. And like, you don't understand that because when you graduate in high school, your mama didn't pay for all that. You didn't have to pay for that. Like that was all on them, but it's you now, so let's not get into the securing your next lifestyle, looking for apartments, looking for jobs, like
life after graduation.
Life after graduation is not no joke. Like, so be mentally and financially prepared for everything you gotta pay for.
I think there's no course or no like workshop
or nothing
that you can go through before graduation that's going to prepare you for after graduation.
Because everybody's varied. Like everybody's journey varies, so you wouldn't know what could happen, what's going to happen. So, all right, what is or was your favorite thing to do on campus? I know what you're gonna say.
Me?
Last week.
Oh yes. Silent headphone parties, like any event on campus. Not necessarily that I got a host, but like my organization is hosting. Like that's be my favorite thing to do because like if you know me, you know I'm the life of the party. Like I have a fun time. No matter who there. Like, I don't care who there. If I'm there, it's a fun time. So like silent headphone party has to be my number one like favorite thing to do on campus.
Well, me, thank you.
Right.
I was an orientation leader too. Like that was one thing I enjoyed, like bringing new students on campus, letting them get a feel of like why I love the W so much and why you should love the W so much. That's another thing I like to do.
Okay, I'll piggyback off what you're saying. Just like the opportunities that the W gave their students to like be in front of new students that come in, or just to be in leadership positions. I like that about my university. So they gave their students a chance to lead. That was my favorite thing. Yeah.
Well, my favorite things I would say were the events that targeted college students that didn't know certain things, such as etiquette dinners, resume workshops.
Mm-hmm.
The recent one that I did Women had was Life After College, that event. So, yeah, that's my favorite. Okay. In what ways have you changed throughout your college experience?
I've grown not to be so naive, going back to what you were saying at the beginning. Just working outside of school. So when I was in undergrad, I worked at the library. So it was kind of like an environment where like you were sheltered still. Even though I wasn't with my parents, I was still with a group of leaders that took care of you. I was still with my professors that wanted the best from me or took the best interest in me. And when I left or when I graduated, it may not be the same thing. You may go to a toxic work environment. Okay? You may have bosses that don't like you for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So having to, what was the question?
In what ways have you changed throughout your college?
Right. So having to navigate through that, I just think like I've grown in experience and having to deal with people or communicate with people, knowing how to talk to people. Yeah. That's me.
Well, the ways that I've changed throughout my college experience, I would say when I first came to W, I was slightly outspoken, but putting myself out there like business-wise and just handling things in the business range, I was never top tier when it came to that. So like I said, organizations like, of course, 586 Trends Incorporated taught me to manage my time, leadership skills, business skills, adulthood, because I had to grow up quick because you're representing something that's bigger than you. So it's like you have to change your whole demeanor, quote unquote, especially because I was loud.
Professionalism, I think, is the word. And then I was able to quickly identify when people were not as professional as they should be. Like somebody that's older than you or somebody in a higher position than you and they're not as professional. That eats me up. It pisses me off a lot. That I'm in a lower position than you and I can identify like, you're not that professional. Like, you can do this differently. But you're in a position higher than me, so I can't really say too much.
Because
I
at
don't
that point,
wanna
my
fight.
opinion don't even matter at that point, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
I'm quite the opposite in what they said. Like coming in freshman year, I was like at 19, 18 hours. Like, priorities came first, school came first. And now I'm young and turned. Like it is what like I have became so relaxed with like stuff in school. Like it is what it is. Like it's enough. It's always tomorrow. Like if I die today, I want to make sure today I did everything that I possibly wanted to do. Like I don't live with no regrets. It is what it is. Like I became so carefree, so like free indeed, taking more trips, going out more, like not dependent on people to make my life, basically. Like I'm the life of the party. I don't care if I'm the only person in there and nobody else here the same reason I here. Like I'm gonna make sure I have a good time because it always like as selfish as it sounds, it's always about you. Like going in freshman year, I was like, oh, I need to make friends. Like, I don't really know nobody. I can't have fun if I don't have friends. No. Like, you live in your own world. It's your stuff, your show. Everybody else just get stars. Yeah, like, it's about you.
What would you tell someone who is considering attending your new alma mater?
You know, something that I tell my students and the people that I can see going to the W are from Columbus and they're like, when we talk about college, there's this one kid. I'm like, you can go to the W, you can run the W. You can, there's so many opportunities, like I was saying earlier, they put you in leadership positions, one, and also if you're not even looking for a leadership position, you can go into an organization and if you got your priorities together, you got your skills together, you can, what am I trying to say? You can multitask. You're like really in a good position to be a leader at the W. So go to the W and lead. Like it's easy.
Even if you don't have your stuff together,
Yeah.
you can definitely get it together.
It's easy.
This is one thing I can say about the W staff. This is one thing I can say. They gonna ride for you. They gonna look out for you. They gonna make sure you're good. They gonna help you. They gonna guide you. They gonna make sure you get to your best. I'm trying to say
Your best self, wherever you want to go. But you gotta say that.
right. You have to put forth the effort to do that. So.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Most definitely. I agree with both of those. Like, if you knew like it's some stuff you wanted to do in high school that you didn't get a chance to do because like preconceived conceptions about you and stuff like that, the W is the place to like make it your own. Like you can really thrive in the W. And another thing, make connections. Like the W is all about who you know, honest to God. As bad as some people try to make it seem, the W is all about who you know. Like if you don't get out there and make people know you, then it's gonna be certain situations that you're not gonna thrive in. Like that's what I did. By the time I was a sophomore, everybody knew me. Right. Not only students but staff too. Like I put myself out there. And so you just gotta do the same. Like if you wanna be quiet and kept, you can do that at the W too. Like
right. You have a couple of them.
Like the W is if anything you wanted to be in high school that you didn't get a chance to do it, the W is the place. There's so many organizations out there on the W campus that like can cater to anything that you
if it's not, start
make one. Like,
oh yeah. When I first got to the W, there was so many black kids or black students that had their own organizations. You know what I'm saying? And when you came to the campus, they were like, hey, telling you about their organization. You can join our organization when you come here to be a freshman. I remember when I went to orientation and I met, who did I meet? I forget. But it was an organization that was on campus that was not on campus when I actually got there. But they took me and they were like, hey, this is what we do. You can be a part of it. This is what our requirements are. All you got to do is come here. We'll help you. This is my phone number. Like, they're there to help.
mm-hmm.
Something I would tell somebody is go in with an open mind. Don't go in expecting something. And when you see things that you feel like wouldn't catch your attention or wouldn't interest you at all, go to it. Like I went to the mystery prom or whatever. I never would have thought I would have done it. But I went, and that was probably one of the most fun events ever, honestly. But going with open mind, like even if you don't feel like it's catered to you, I would say still go just for the experience. You'll never know what you like. You never know what's out there unless you go actually stick the foot in the door. So.
I think it's shot time.
What? Child. Anyway, so
We got some more questions. You got to wait. You got to wait.
Oh, wait.
All right. What's a memory that brings you joy from your first year at college?
Oh, this memory lives rent free in my head. It was Blues Week, which is one of the best weeks on campus, and I don't know if it was like a Thursday night or something, but they had karaoke in Cochran, and this when they had the stage, and BKT, that boy, he broke his leg.
he needs some milk.
Jumping on the stage. And like I knew that I was at a PWI. I knew I was at PWI, but like that night it hit different because
Right.
after he broke his leg, basically, you know, he got back up, but you know he was limping. But like the karaoke got shut down, and the Greeks went outside. Like I think it was y'all fraternity, like y'all pro fights, got in that car, turned their speaker all the way up, started playing strolling music.
And they were strolling outside.
They were strolling outside. I mean, I'm like, AKAs and heels strolling on concrete, deltas bowing everybody out there. Like it was like I was on an HBCU campus. Like if there were somewhere to be that night, that was the place. Like that's when I seen the most people. Like that's when like Greeks set that shit out, and you like, wow, like Greeks on the PWI, like
That's prime.
that's prime. Like it wasn't no cut the music off. This. No, it was like we here, we out. Like this our moment. And it was just amazing to see. I still got that video.
I would say mine was the Tapersons part of the Signals Hill freshman year.
I was there.
Tapersons part of Signals Hill freshman year.
Oh.
I almost definitely was there.
W going wild.
And I saw y'all. This was my eye. I was like, "Yep, that's me. I'm gonna be there next semester." I was like, "Okay, yeah." Especially the K came out there. D, my girl Kaya King. Shout out to Kaya King.
Kai was
Throwing them O's, baby. Throwing them O's. Yeah.
She was not playing.
Yeah, we had fun. We did. Anyways.
We're young turn.
What's the question again?
What's a memory that brings you joy from your first year?
Oh, my freshman year.
You started before we did, so we
Yeah.
went there.
Tell us something.
Yeah, that was 2018.
You started your pro something too long.
No, I don't got nothing.
Well, your second year.
Can I say my senior year?
Not your senior year.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I can. Because the like most memorable thing was the Mr. MW situation, right? For me, and it was during a time where COVID. It was 2021. COVID was still around, so it was kind of a bittersweet moment where I couldn't really celebrate the way that I wanted to. We couldn't have invite a lot of people, but we had a small ceremony before the graduation. I wasn't able to do mag change, so that's why I say it was bittersweet, but I got the title or the recognition of being Mr. MUW. So that was all of my hard work that I put in from 2018 to 2021. That was I don't know, it made me cry, honestly.
You got me thinking.
All of my hard work, all the organizations.
Hold don't think I cried after everything was over, but the tears during the process. Oh.
Schoolwork never made me cry.
No, the schoolwork itself didn't, but the overload did.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, this is a question for LaShawn because I'm gonna get her degree next week.
I'm still gonna answer.
What did it feel like to be handed a college degree?
Amazing. Just like it was for Mr. MUW, it was the same thing for getting a college degree. Like all of my years of hard work, sweat, tears, late nights, 11:59 notifications. It was just like all this hard work that I put in is finally like I have something to show for it. Now I can go off in the world and be like a productive citizen. I can go make money. At least that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I can. At least that's what they say. I can go out and be whoever I want to be. So yeah, it felt amazing to get my degree. I'm ready to get my next one and the next one after that.
Right. Keep it going. I have mixed feelings about it. Honestly, I felt the most happiest is when I submitted my last assignment rather than handing the actual pamphlet with no degree in.
Yeah. But they send you your degree after the graduation, by the way. You did not know that. They don't give you your degree when you graduate. They mail it to you after.
Yeah. When I closed the computer the last time, y'all, when I say it was like 15,000 bricks was took off my shoulders, it was the best feeling of like, yeah, I'm done, finally, over with. When they handed me the degree, I mean, I felt like, okay, cool, I did something. I'm not another statistic. That was my mindset.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, well, that's good. But when I actually received it and I actually put it in there and opened it, I was like, yeah, finally, something to show what I've been through these past 3 years. So.
Yeah.
Well, I get my degree next week. But my last day of classes was yesterday, and like, did you say, like, that was like a weight lifted off of me. Like, I'm in honors, and we had to do like a final project. I submitted my final research yesterday. Like, that was my last assignment. I'm like, yeah, it's over with. Like, it's nothing else I could do. It's out of my hands. Like, remember that degree, and I'm pretty sure next week, like when I get handed the thing and I walk across stage, like it's gonna be a moment of achievement for me. Like my parents, like I'm a first gen student. My parents didn't go to college. Like all my brothers done got that degree before I did, but like this one like this the icing on the cake. Like I'm my mama's last child to get their degree. Then I double major. Then I Miss MUW 2023. Like. If anything, like, this is going to be a bittersweet moment because, like, I did everything I set out to do during my college career, but it's bittersweet because now this chapter is closing and it's on to something new. And it's like I'm finna start all the way back up again, like, finna start going back to school and getting more degrees. So it's just stepping stones.
And I can say after you walk across the stage, you will reminisce probably for the rest of your life. Well, so far I've been reminiscing so far. Like, damn, I can't get those years back. I can't go back. You'll never get the opportunity to do undergrad again. Honestly, those probably the best years of your life, honestly. Undergrad is probably some of the best years of your life.
Yeah, you're in that stage where, like, you old enough to know better, but you also young enough to have fun. Like, you in the real world, but
it's a transition.
It's a transition. Like, you're still in school. Like, people can't fault you for doing stuff because you're still in school.
Yeah. And something that I want to do this time that I did not do last time, how you saying you don't get those memories back, I just want to document, like, my whole day. So I wanted to get a photographer. But stay with me from the morning to after my graduation. That way, when I go back, I can have a whole lot of pictures. To reminisce and look at.
Well, don't be like me. Starting May 1st, next Monday, I'm getting drunk every day. We waking up taking shots. We might even be drunk walking across stage. Like, it just is what it is. Like, you have to live those last moments because who say tomorrow is promised?
No.
So, do all you can do.
All right. With whom did you have the most meaningful relationships during your final year at college?
Well, I'll say for me, it was my black professors. Now, I will go from my professors to my friends, but we'll just stick with my professors right now. Dr. Fortenberry, Dr. Fortenberry and Mr. Brewster was like my muses, my teachers, my professors, my guidance, anything that I ever needed, I could just go to those two people and I can get it. I can have an answer for it. So definitely those two people. And then, my friends, y'all, from my organization, Quisha, shout out Kui. Okay, those people.
Me, like, of course, my friends and my line sisters, like, my friends for sure, like Sky Boogie, like Skybug, Carisha. If you know Carisha, you know Carisha. Like, them people, like, who I spent majority of my, like, okay, first of all, one thing people don't tell you, when you cross fraternity or sorority, you make a family. But they don't tell you how hard it is to maintain those friends outside of that. So, like, still maintaining my friendship with Sky and Carisha, like, that was something real big to me. And Chelsea, like, those friends I had before I crossed, like, still being able to hang out with them my senior year, even though they not graduated with me because they was under than me, like, underclassmen than me. Like, they was still good. Like, my line sisters, I've been with my line sisters this year more than I wanted to be with them. Honestly, like, we went everywhere together, we partied together, like, we did everything together. But, like, one person, like, for sure that I have to shout out that, like, made the most meaningful relationship to me, Big Key. Big Key. I met Key freshman year, but, like, working under her these last 2 years as RHA president and her being my advisor, like, I was in her office more than anything, like, and Key wasn't one of those people, like, oh, you gotta watch what you say around her, like, she a professional, you a student. No, like, me and Key, we was here. Like, we was on the same page. Like, it was nothing I couldn't tell Key. Like, I called Key about personal thing. Like, Key knew some stuff about me that my friends didn't even know. Like, it was just, like, that personal bond. And then we couldn't graduate together. So, like, it just solidified the bond even more. So, most definitely Big Key.
My final year, I would definitely say, shout out to Dr. Mia Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah, big doctor. Big doctor.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Mia Ashley, she played a big sister role during my senior year when it came to, because I was MPAC president my senior year, so she was very hands-on with teaching me the ropes to certain things that I wasn't familiar with. She made sure I was good when it came to that. Miss Amanda, my soror, my oh so sweet soror, Miss Amanda. Me and Miss Amanda, I could say, had a big boom when I joined SPB, because I joined SPB my senior year.
Was it senior?
The end of my junior year, beginning of my senior year, something like that. But yeah, she was also a big help when it came to connections with people in certain departments that I needed help with, stuff like that. But also, like she said, shout out to Big Key. I didn't know Kiara before joining Sigmas, but when I first crossed, it was like this afterwards. Like she said, Kiara is definitely a listening ear. I always went to the office. I was in there. Kiara probably one of the few people that seen me cry. Yeah, she probably knows some things a lot of people don't know.
Yeah,
for real.
most definitely know some things about
We done went out, party, did some of the most wildest things
Ooh,
together.
that video from Mississippi State Homecoming, me and her. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
people that had a big. And my line brothers. And my pro fights. Few of them. But yeah.
Oh, I learned. Yeah, one second.
Okay, what impact did the global pandemic have on your college experience? I know we kind of sort of hit on it a little bit.
It most definitely took like a year and a half away from my college experience.
Do y'all remember what it was like when we went home?
It was so depressing. I cut my hair. That's when I went.
Somebody, when it first hit,
Yes, when we went home.
We
Well,
go home.
we didn't go home. We were still in our process.
Yeah, child.
Yeah, that was very depressing going home, especially like we went home right after.
We already had went home because it was spring break.
Yeah,
but we didn't come back. We didn't come back.
Yeah, like
Right.
and that was our freshman year.
Right.
So like, imagine being a freshman, like you out 2-3 o'clock in the morning. You ain't gotta answer no
You
phone
gotta-
calls. You ain't gotta explain yourself to nobody. Now you back at home.
Right, you've been with these people a whole year. Damn, every day. Like
Every
my friends
day.
with them every day, all of a sudden just drastically no more.
Every day.
Because a lot of people, we don't live in the same area. Like everybody is separated. So
I love it.
yeah. And I would say the biggest global impact it had, my probate was 4 days away.
It was.
And boom, we got shut down. Just imagine the conversation they had to have with us. Boom, no probate.
This is crazy.
Hurt the work we had to put in for that show and don't have it. Oh, yeah, that was definitely the biggest impact. Yeah.
I think mine was more so going back to that lifestyle. Like, okay, wake up, do a little schoolwork. And I had started going back, like, working in my old job. Like, wake up, do a little schoolwork, go to work, eat, sleep, repeat. Like, it had got to a routine. It was like, wasn't nothing special about the day. Like, I was so depressed. I was so sick scared. Mom and dad, I ain't even gonna cap to you. Cause like I couldn't even stay out past 11 talking about something, where you at? Like I'm grown. Like I've been out 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Panoramic, I want you to bring this stuff home.
Yeah, like it was like who you with? Like you got your mask on, like you shouldn't be out. Like
we do not care.
It was most definitely a transition. But I grew in that moment. Like, I had time to sit down and actually be real with myself and just, like, okay, this is what we want out of life. This is what we're going to get out of life. Like, if COVID pandemic didn't teach me nothing is life is real short. And you can't live with no regrets. Make the best out of it. Because people was dying. Like, left and right.
Seriously. And it hit, honestly, it didn't really bother nobody until it hit close to home.
Yeah.
That's when people really start getting a wake-up call. When it started hitting too close to home. Because me, I was like, baby, COVID ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Then when it started hitting close to extended family members, extended friends and stuff like that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not even to the play.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
Yeah.
All right. Last question. What extracurricular activities did you participate in and why? It's the second question to this answer.
I'm going to go last.
Extracurricular activities? I'm trying to remember. So it was
Just put the organization there because
Dream United, it was W Leadership, it was Audacity, it was. That's it. Corby.
you got one more.
What?
Fraternity?
Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated as well.
Well, freshman year started out with United Harmony Gospel Choir. Shout out to Kaya King. Dream United. Shout out to Quee. Student Program Board. Shout out to Dr. Miss Amanda. YBLA.
I wanted to be a YBLA.
NPAC. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I was a DEI Council Student Representative. Freshman year we had Phi Theta Kappa Alumni Association, but that didn't last long. So I was part of it too. But you may looking at my stole over there to see what I was in because I don't remember. Yeah, that's it.
So, Miss Do It All.
Right. Look, there we go. Sit back.
Take a sip.
I was in Dream United. I was in W Leadership. I was in SPB, YBLA, RHA, Ideal Women. I was an orientation leader. I was in the Honors College, just an organization in itself. I'm a current Epsilon chapter of the Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I was an NPAC vice president. Like, I was in like 9, 10 different organizations on campus. Like I said, anything that, like, a category that you could, like, participate in an organization in, I was in there.
You went to SGA?
No, I didn't do SGA. I didn't
want to
SGA.
headache.
I didn't want to.
I didn't think I couldn't stack that on top of the stuff I had. I couldn't find room because that's probably one of the most
Yeah.
When I seen they had offices though, I was like, dang, I should be SGA.
Shout out to my Neo Samuel Gary, who's the new SGA president coming up to 2023-2024 school year. Yeah.
They got some good incentives, like
And money.
tuition,
Money.
room and board, like this stuff is crazy.
I needed it. Okay. How does your involvement in these activities help you grow as a person? Let me kind of say something.
They most definitely made me like realize how important time management was, and how important it was to make connections. Because like I would join these organizations, meet people, and then I had them join other organizations I was in. Like
We have a small university, so.
like I'm in this organization. You should be in this organization with me. It also made me realize that like it's something greater than like just being like you just can't go to college and only do college work. Like you
won't
want to
enjoy your college experience at all.
yeah, like and being part of organization, especially like organization like shout out to Dream U, like that was the first organization I was in that catered to black people. And like that's so important to be in a black organization on a PWI campus. Like you build those connections. That's how I met like a lot of people on campus through Dream United, and we kept those bonds through it. Cause like it's something about being in a black organization on the white community. Like you already, this how you get. So you might as well
That's
give
one thing.
like
The black community don't stick together on our PWI campus.
Yeah.
Definitely consider.
even if we don't like each other.
Right.
We like each other more than we like the next person. So,
And like each other enough to get events done.
yeah, most definitely.
She basically said everything I was potentially gonna say, so I'm just gonna let K-Red take that one for us all. Thank y'all for tuning in to this video. I want to thank my guests Kayla and LaShawn for actually being here. Hopefully you guys found something and heard something that helped you, when it comes to making a college decision or anything that could prepare you for your college experience. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment. And yeah, give me some ideas of what my next video should be. Thank you for tuning in.